like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeball.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Dropping back, it's Stanley. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires deep on the run. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for...
They bring the punter onto the field now. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Riley. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. This time he wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Got the quick completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And an awesome job there by the offense picking up the blitz and giving their quarterback a clean pocket to throw from. Doesn't get better than that.
Georgia State jumps back to the line.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
That's caught. It's Miller. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hart. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. To the air. It's Stanley. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. Now it's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Using his legs, it's Meadows. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. These DBs going to give a little cushion. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
Got a little grass. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The give on the counter. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Stanley. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And this guy's showing...
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Running inside. It's Hart. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Wants to throw. It's Stanley. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up to add another.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver...
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like.
Gashing the D on the right. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little... And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He breaks a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield at Stanley. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Swatted away and broken up. A great play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game, and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.